Good morning, noon or night everyone, welcome back to The Fog and let's see what's on the menu for today, the Cartoon Cat chapter concept for Dead by Daylight. In this video I'll be going over what Cartoon Cat is and how I'd adapt them into Dead by Daylight with a killer concept. As per usual, if you enjoy, be sure to like, subscribe and comment below your thoughts and any suggested concepts you'd like to see me do. Now without further ado, let's get straight into it. Cartoon Cat is one of many creations by the Canadian artist Trevor Henderson, known for his other creations such as Long Horse and Siren Head. Many of you will probably recognise these creatures as in the early 2020s they dominated the internet. Cartoon Cat in particular is one of Trevor Henderson's most popular creatures for his unsettling design and uncanny features. Many people have made fan stories and headcanons about Cartoon Cat's story, and I myself was guilty of this, writing my own story based on Cartoon Cat about 7 years ago. What we do know, though, mainly, comes from Trevor Henderson himself, who claims Cartoon Cat is an eldritch-style being entered into our world through the passion of artists, hence why he uses the cartoon-style body. It's a way of manifesting into our world. It has an insatiable need for violence stemming from its limitless power and unchecked strength. It has been confirmed to be the most malicious being in Trevor Henderson's mythos. Cartoon Cat is often found hanging around abandoned buildings and is responsible for hundreds of disappearances every month. Its abilities often focus around being able to manipulate its body as it wishes, using the rubber hose style body to shapeshift into horrible forms as it pursues its victims. I feel like these factors, its limitless cruelty, horrific form, and Trevor Henderson's own interests in wanting his creation in Dead by Daylight make this a promising killer idea. And so, with that said, here's how I imagined Cartoon Cat in Dead by Daylight. Enjoy. The Rubber Hose is a tall, 4.4 meters per second killer with a 40-meter terror radius. The manifestation of an eldritch being brought to the entity's realm to continue its endless massacre forevermore. The Rubber Hose's power is called Cosmic Parasite. Special ability, Cat and Mouse. The Rubber Hose is able to activate this ability on a 15-second cooldown. The Rubber Hose extends its arm up to a maximum of 20 meters, the camera becoming a first-person POV of the hand, with the arm speed decreasing the further it gets away from the Rubber Hose. If the Rubber Hose fails to grab a survivor, its arm is rewound in a small animation and the ability goes on cooldown. If a survivor gets grabbed by the hand, they are dragged back to the Rubber Hose, causing them to lose a health state. The arm does have collision, meaning survivors will have to duck under it if they want to get past by crouching, and the hand is limited by walls and trial objects. If a survivor shines their flashlight at the hand for 3 seconds, the hand retracts by 3 meters. If a survivor drops a pallet on the hand or vaults over a dropped pallet, the hand will break the pallet and the hand will retract before going on cooldown for 30 seconds. If a hand goes through a window, the hand will grip onto it and pull the body towards the window, causing an animation to begin, and the Rubber Hose vaulting the window before going on cooldown for 30 seconds. Unique ability, Color Rings. The Rubber Hose is able to open small holes in reality in the form of retro color rings. He can place up to 2 pairs of rings that connect in 2 places, one entrance and one exit. This is done by entering a free cam style mode, where your camera flies around the map to select locations to place the entrance and exit. The holes are big enough that survivors can enter them if they touch the ring, allowing them to be spat out at the other side. Though, if the ring is at a height exceeding 10 meters, the survivor will lose a health state from the fall and become injured. If already injured, survivors will instead become broken for 100 seconds. The Rubber Hose is also able to push their hands through the color rings, but only through one pair. If the Rubber Hose's hand goes through a color ring, the range of their hand is reset, meaning the hand can move in total roughly 40 meters. Color rings cannot be placed near hook survivors and they take a few seconds to be painted into reality, and they have a maximum distance of 20 meters between the entrance and exit. Unique ability, False Escape. The Rubber Hose is able to interact with breakable walls, breakable wall spawn locations, able to place false escapes in those areas. The false escapes look to survivors as if there is no wall in the way when they are more than 2 meters away. But up close they are obviously fake and survivors are unable to walk through them. This means that survivors from a distance cannot tell if there is a wall there or not. And that's the power for the Rubber Hose based on his cartoon style and eldritch physiology. As per usual, we also have 3 unique perks, starting with Relentless Cruelty. When within 5, 10 or 15 meters of a downed survivor, you gain a 50% haste increase until you leave the radius, after which the haste will continue for 6 seconds. Needless Violence. When survivors are at least 20 meters away from another survivor, you gain a 10, 15 and 20% decrease to your attack hit cooldown. If you down a survivor on Death Hook and there are no other survivors within 10 meters of them, you gain the ability to Mori them. Hex, Vile Manifestation. This perk shows you the aura of all totems on the map. When a totem becomes booned, its aura will glow blue. Upon going to this booned totem, you can perform a small interaction that allows you to turn the boon into a hex. Doing this will cause all survivors in the boon's radius to become exposed and any other hexes to be applied to this totem. The exposed lasts 10, 15 and 20 seconds. And that's it, the Cartoon Cat chapter concept for Dead by Daylight, coming with our new killer, the Rubber Hose. Sorry this one's a little rushed, but I have 2 big chapters coming later this month, so be sure to ring that bell to be aware of new releases. I might also revisit Trevor Henderson's mythos later down the line, so if you have any recommendations beyond Siren Head and the man with the upside down face, be sure to comment them down below. Till then, thanks for watching, that's all on the menu for today, and I'll see you in the fog.